Tom worked the night shift at a 24-hour gas station. One night, around 3 a.m., a man came in wearing an old, dusty suit. He didn't say a word, just stood by the counter, staring at Tom. Tom asked if he needed help, but the man just turned and walked out. Confused, Tom watched him through the security cameras, except the man wasn't on the footage. He hadn't even triggered the door sensors. The next day, Tom found out the man had died in a car crash right outside the station 30 years ago. Samantha worked as a night janitor at an office building. Every night around midnight, the lights in the hallway on the 5th floor would flicker. She assumed it was a wiring issue. One night, as she mopped, the lights flickered again, but this time, she saw a shadowy figure standing at the end of the hall. She called out, thinking it was security. The figure didn't move. When the lights came back on, it was gone. The next day, she found out no one had been on that floor for weeks. Jake worked the night shift at a small hotel's front desk. The phone rang around 2 a.m., but when he answered, no one was on the line, just static. The calls kept coming every few minutes, but each time there was no one there. After an hour of this, he checked the call logs. The calls were coming from a room that hadn't been booked in years, ever since a guest had died there. Mia worked the night shift at a hospital as a security guard. One night, she noticed one of the doors to an empty ward was slightly ajar. She checked the door, locked it, and moved on with her rounds. But every time she passed by again, the door was open. After locking it a third time, she heard a faint whisper from the other side, "I can't leave." When she opened the door, the room was ice cold, and completely empty.